It's a brand new season, baby. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. It's a brand new season, been a long wait, saw some players up, put them on my highlight tape, college series here, gotta hear my name on draft day, AR in the pocket, automatic, that's a closed case, excitement building up, I ain't been asleep in 3 days, gotta make a statement to the scouts on the first play, only way to win, you gotta dominate in each phase, offense, defense, and can't forget the special teams, I ain't work for nothing, went through summer camp with 2-a-days, gotta win the natty, only satisfied with first place. I hear them haters hating on my team, but I ain't hearing them. If they line up on the other side, then we ain't fearing them. One false move, hit stick, defense killing them. Knew them boys were sweet, up inside, banana peeling them. We up next, time to show we the best around. RFL, college series, rep your team and rep your town. You're looking at the future of the league, yeah, it's here and now. Step on the field, boy, you best believe it's going down. Cause yeah, you know we scoring. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty, and I got dual commentary with me tonight for this big one, and it had to be raining, man. Come on. As great as the games we got tonight, it's going to have to be played in some harsh conditions. It's number 2 Georgia versus number 3 West Virginia. This is probably one of the most anticipated games heading into this matchup, and this must be a glitch because once again, Georgia has got white helmets instead of red. Not sure what's going on with that. That's not how I looked before coming to this game. But for my dual commentary partner, I've got Coach Dunn of the Sacramento Miners in the booth here with me. This game is very important as, you know, the loser of this game could very well be knocked out of the playoff hunt from this point. Both these teams having conference championship games next week. And of course, you can get a look at the rest of the conference championship games here that we got on display. But UGA is going to be playing Alabama for a second consecutive year in a row. And as for West Virginia, they'll be facing a pretty hot Oklahoma team as of late. Dunn, what do you got to say about this game? How important is this game to you, to these teams? What do they got to do to be successful in this game?
It can't be overstated how much this game means for both teams. I would argue that this game might mean a little bit more for Georgia than it does for West Virginia, simply because West Virginia still has the championship game against Oklahoma, and I think that is a better win for them if they win that game than Georgia beating Alabama for a second time. So I think even with a loss, West Virginia could still have an argument to get in. So in that regard, I would say this game means a little bit more for Georgia. I've been a little bit critical throughout the year of Georgia and their inconsistencies, their inability to put teams away. They've been terrible this year against the spread. They haven't shown the ability to beat inferior teams and beat them convincingly. So I think this game is going to go a long way for Georgia and their Final Four chances. I know we've got some keys when we look at this game in particular and what Georgia has to do to win this game and what West Virginia has to do to win this game. So for me, I really look at passing game for Georgia, and they've got to get Tyreek Bryant the ball. They've got to get him the ball quickly. Asire Reese has a tendency to throw the deep ball, and a lot of times that's because they are trailing early in a game, or it's late in the game and they're losing, and he feels the need to throw the deep ball down the field. I would like to see Asire Reese throw the ball 40-plus times tonight. I would also see them like to get Tyreek Bryant more involved, not on the deep ball down the field, but more on the screen passes, the quick slants. Get him the ball 5 yards off the line of scrimmage and let him beat guys. Let him do the work. Don't rely on Asire Reese to throw the ball 35-plus yards down the field. And then lastly, stop the run. Okay, don't let Grayson Mitchell beat you. Stop the run and force Tajay Gaddy to beat you. Georgia has a great secondary. I would like to see them stop the run and force West Virginia's passing attack to try to beat them. And if they can, well, then you just kind of tip your cap. But I would like to see Georgia do a really good job of stopping the run. And then on the flip side, you want to take a look at West Virginia and some of the things that West Virginia has to do to win this game. I think you look at Grayson Mitchell also as one area. Lean on him. Hit Grayson Mitchell 25-plus carries. 25-plus touches, whether that's carries, receptions, whatever it might be. Get him the ball. Let him work in space. Take advantage of Asire Reese's aggressiveness. Like I said, he has a tendency to throw the ball down the field. West Virginia has good secondary play. You want to talk about D'Angelo Smith, or you want to talk about Richard Grooms. They have good guys in the secondary. And then also, I think it's important for West Virginia to get a lead and get a lead early. We've seen throughout the season Georgia fall behind early and struggle to come back late. They've been able to do so on several occasions, but I don't think they're going to be able to come back late if they get behind early on a team like West Virginia. So for me, those are the keys. We'll see how it plays out. Probably the biggest game so far this year. Super excited to be here with you, Smitty. I say let's do it.
Yeah, let's get this game underway. They're out there on the field, balls on the tee. West Virginia kicking this one off to UGA, and the final game of the season is underway. And he'll get this one out to about the 25-yard line, and coming out onto the field for the first time today, it's starting quarterback for the Bulldogs. Asire Reese just talked about him. You can see 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 3,223 yards passing. And for his case, I mean, not a lot of good high statistics there compared to other quarterbacks, but he has thrown the least amount out of any other quarterback in the college series. He's going to have to step up here. 1st and 10, they send a heavy blitz, and that's going to be thrown for a first down and then some. The very first play, Rob Castillo gets to the 47.
That's a really big play right there. You see West Virginia playing a little bit back. And just like I said, Georgia needs to do get the ball out quick. Obviously, that one to Castillo and not Bryant. But take advantage of those short to medium routes, and that's a perfect example right there. If West Virginia is going to play that off in terms of coverage, Georgia could take advantage of those routes all night long.
Yeah, that's a good job running that route, working on Grooms there on that play. And that's a great way to start out this game. Attacks the secondary right away. And they'll come out here, single back formation. Jacarius Best in the backfield. And he'll get a handoff up the middle. He's got a lane. Nasty juke move to the outside. Can he beat the defense? It's a touchdown saving tackle made there by Harris. Huge first down for UGA again, 30 yards.
Yeah, and I think UGA understands the significance of this game because right there we've seen 2 plays. That's arguably one of the best runs that Jacarius Best has had all season right there. And you mentioned it. That's a touchdown saving tackle right there by Harris.
One thing we know for a fact, he loves pulling out the juke. Sometimes he attempts too many. But right there, just one quick jump cut and go. That's what you want to see out of Jacarius Best. It's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. UGA is marching down the field, it seems, with ease on this defense, with the defense standing tall on that play.
Yeah, really nowhere to go right there. Great job. As we take a quick look at Georgia's offense, Rainey, Schaefer, Hill, Cleveland, and Glover, the second on the O-line. Bryant, Gary, Best, Jeffries, and Castillo at the skill positions for the Bulldogs.
1-yard gain on the first down play will bring up a 2nd and 9 shotgun here for Asire Reese. 4-man rush. And Reese throws this one into the flats, and he gets leveled incomplete.
So I don't hate the idea there, right? The screen to the outside as we take a look at the defensive line for West Virginia, and Markham and Baker and Freeman up front, and Weary, Jackson, Patterson, and Hinkle, the linebacking core for the Mountaineers. And then the secondary of Grooms, Banks, Harris, and Smith. I mentioned Grooms and Smith, key names to watch in this one.
3rd and 9, West Virginia bending but not trying to break. Isaiah Reese throws. That's going to be a first down, 1st and goal at the 1. He finds Castillo once again.
So I'm noticing West Virginia having some trouble getting pressure on Isaiah Reese so far. That we saw the play before this. He had plenty of time. He tried to dump it down for the screen, didn't get much out of it. But Isaiah Reese has had plenty of time to get rid of the ball so far, and we're seeing Georgia move down the field pretty easily so far.
They're going to bring in D'Angelo Gary, the power back. You can get it done here in the red zone. They come up in the I formation. Handoff in the end zone for the touchdown. Georgia strikes first.
Absolutely 100% what Georgia needed to do. This is exactly the kind of drive that Georgia needs to not only get some momentum, but also show to this West Virginia team, okay, you know what, we're here to play, and you're not just going to come in here and take away our chances of possibly going to the Final Four.
Extra point to make it 7-0, and the kick is good. Georgia goes 74 yards in 6 plays.
Very surprised that Georgia was able to move down the field so effectively and efficiently with almost no pressure whatsoever from West Virginia. The front seven unable to really get anything on Isaiah Reese, able to sit back there, pick apart the defense and find the open man.
And it's going to be West Virginia's turn now to answer as he'll take this one from the goal line. And he's smacked up by a trio of Bulldogs down at the 26-yard line, but coming out onto the field. Saw Isaiah Reese get it done on his first drive. Let's see what Tajay Gaddy has to do and what he can do on this one. 3,500 plus passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions on the season. See if he can tie things up.
A matchup of two top 10 quarterbacks in the college series so far this year.
Sucks it has to be in the rain. 1st and 10 here at the 26. We'll drop back looking to pass. 4-man rush held up well by the offensive line. He's going to throw it away. No one open.
Nothing open. Don't force it. Georgia has got playmakers in the secondary. Don't do anything stupid. Here's the O-line for West Virginia. Tank, Kenyon, Hill, Hampton, and Lopez are the big fellas. Carroll, McKenzie, Mitchell, Dunaway, and Thorns at the skill positions for the Mountaineers.
An incomplete pass on 1st down will bring up a 2nd and 10. Single back. Gaddy under center. And here goes Mitchell. His first carry going outside, not reading that run well.
No, it's a great job there by Braylon King-Moore of stepping up from the secondary to make that play on the edge, not allowing Grayson Mitchell to get anywhere. As you see, he takes the ball, immediately tries to get to the outside, but King-Moore just said no, was not giving the edge. On defense, you have one job, right? Secure the edge, and Braylon King-Moore, with help from Johnson, does a great job right there.
And you got to run that straight up the middle. I mean, that lane was right there. Not sure why he took the outside route, trying to bounce it. 3rd and 12. He's in the corner blitz. Good time in the pocket. Throws. He's got a wide open receiver in Trey Drain.
Yeah, it's just a nice job there by Drain to come back to the ball. Great route run. Get to the marker and let Tajay Gaddy get you the ball. Just a great job right there.
Gotta give some credit right there to the offensive line doing a good job holding up. They sent some pressure there. Picked up well. Nice little out route working on the zone by Drain. And that should get some momentum going here for the Mountaineers. Nice little 1st down on UGA. Under center once again. Balancing out this formation a little so. Gonna go back strong to the right, and they'll run to the right. And he is running nowhere as he's bottled up for a loss.
Again, great pressure there from the Georgia defensive front, not allowing Grayson Mitchell to get anywhere. It looked like Colin Menor was the first man there, and Deonco Farrow, who's a stud linebacker there for the Bulldogs.
Just like that, 2nd and long. And they're going to come out here, empty it out. Stack wide receivers, the bottom of the screen to the right of Gaddy. Gaddy's going to hit. Ooh, nice pass. Thorns just cutting up the field, getting what he can. That's a good game right there.
See over top of your screen is gassed right now.
Got all three of their wide receivers. Oh, nice run, first down. I'm going to say that all three of their wide receivers in the boundary. I was about to say they're probably going to run to that side. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, that was a great job right there by Mitchell. Even though he was wrapped up at the legs to fight forward and fall forward for that extra yard and a half to be able to pick up that first down.
And it really sucks that UGA's helmets are looking like this, man. Next time I see that in the future, I'm just going to have to restart it. The first and 10. And a sack on the play immediately. Colin Minner coming in free, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. Just a 1-yard lost sack.
Another big play there by Colin Minner, just getting right through the West Virginia offensive line. Just get out of my way. Like, why are you even standing in front of me? I'm going to run right through you and get to the quarterback. Just sit down.
He literally got back there to sack Tajay Gaddy before the offensive lineman who missed the block hit the ground. So that goes to show you just how fast that dude shot back there. Strong formation to the right side. Tajay Gaddy looking to pass. Throws. That's going to be caught for a first down. Dunaway to the 31.
I really like the touch that Gaddy puts on the ball right here. A lot of times you see quarterbacks fire this in on a line and it gets swatted down by the linebacker, or they loft it up too much and it gets picked off by the safety over the top. Just a great job of just kind of dropping this one right over the linebacker, right in front of the secondary, and just a nice gain there from the Mountaineers.
West Virginia, just like UGA, moving down the field. Plenty of time left to go, of course, in this game. Only getting started. Seeing heavy pressure. Hit as he throws. Here goes Trey Drain. First down. Gets it inside the red zone to 14.
Yeah, so the big difference between Georgia's drive and this drive is that West Virginia's eating up a lot of clock. And I think that's an important key for them also in this game to win the time of possession. Because, again, that will force Georgia to be able to take quick shots down the field and force them to take quick shots down the field to try to score fast. And I think that plays well into West Virginia's secondary.
They are marching big plays through the air. Once again, another empty set. Bunch in the boundary to the left side. He throws this one into the flats. He gets up the field, leaps over the shoestring tackle. First and goal, Mountaineers. And they're going to hurry it up here at the 2-yard line. I formation. Let's see if they give it right back to Grayson Mitchell. They will. End zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Yeah, I love the play call right there. As soon as he got tackled at the 1-yard line, I thought to myself immediately, get him back in there, give him the ball right away. They do exactly that. Great drive by West Virginia, especially after watching Georgia go down there on just, 6 plays, 70-plus yards, and getting the touchdown. West Virginia comes right back on their own, and we got ourselves a nice little ball game here, Smitty.
Oh, yeah, we definitely do got ourselves a nice little ball game. I know the Discord right now is probably going crazy in the VC. Seeing dudes rallying up right before this game even kicked off. Got to be some heavy talking going on. But both teams scoring on their opening drive, and West Virginia, with that extra point, is going to tie it up 7-7 after marching down the field in 11 plays to go the distance 73 yards.
I mean, over 5 minutes time of possession. So if they're able to carry that forward, you're looking at a situation where Georgia may only get 6 to 7 possessions all game.
Let's see if West Virginia makes it that easy, though. They definitely need to step up their game compared to last time out onto the field. There's too many huge plays. Like you said, that can definitely work against an offense. Could gas them out as the game continues to go on. Jakarius Best last week, 22 carries, 106 yards. Has been inconsistent on the ground for UGA. This has been one of their weaknesses of the offense. But they've come out here passing and had success with that. First play here, they're going to run it up the middle, and look at this, a huge lane. Jakarius Best gets to the 40.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the West Virginia front here, because it seems like, I don't know if they're stunting and they're trying to blitz. I'm going to have to start paying a little bit closer attention, because Jakarius Best is literally running down a runway here against this West Virginia team.
The defensive line just not getting any pressure. Looks like the defense is kind of spread out too and playing off. So They're going to send 4 guys. They're going to throw over the middle, and there goes a first down. Asaya Reese connecting with Joshua Jeffers.
And playing too far back.
Looks like they're still in this defense, too. Play action. Guns one over the middle of the field. It's going to be dropped. Incomplete, trying to go to Castillo.
Take the short route here.
It's going to be under center. Handoff, Best bouncing to the outside, and West Virginia's defense doing a much better job this time.
All right, so now we're looking at a 3rd and 11 situation, and if they're able to get 7 or 8 yards, I can picture them going for it. But I don't think that they need to do anything crazy here. I don't think they have to get the first down on this play. I think they could go for it on 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, given where they are on the field. The punt might not make a lot of sense. It might not give them that much added field position.
Let's see if they can scoop up these 11 yards. Asaya Reese fires. So the sideline is going to be caught by Tyreek Bryant, one of the keys. He said for UGA, get this guy the ball early, and there is first catch, good for 17.
Yeah, I think we've got to see at least 5 to 6 catches from Tyreek Bryant in this game for UGA to have a realistic shot of winning this one.
Well, he is working against Bowman Jr. First and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Jacarius Best under center, play action, quickly fires, and that's almost intercepted by A.J. Harris. Looks like he had Jeffries over the middle. Didn't try to go to him.
Hey, just underthrew that one.
Second and 10, bubble screen. Tyreek Bryant's got the speed, but he's not going to run D'Angelo Smith.
Oh, but that's what I was talking about at the top of the broadcast right there. Plays like that.
3rd and 10, setting up the running back screen. He overshoots Best. Pressure coming in hot. It's 4th down. UGA's got to settle for 3.
All right, well, they're not going to be happy with the outcome of this, given the success that they had getting into West Virginia territory and how it just stalled 3 plays later. They should come away with 3 points, and I look at that as a win here for Georgia. To have a 10-7 lead with less than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, I think is a good thing for the Bulldogs.
And the kick just able to reach over the crossbar. Podlesny knocking it through to make it 10-7.
Well, we know his range, right? We know where they need to be in order to be in field goal range, because that one was only good from about 6 more inches.
He barely cruised that one through. UGA kicking this one off. And West Virginia, a grand opportunity to possibly take the lead. They got to score a touchdown, and big hit brought down at the 20. Steen on the tackle.
If you're going to catch the ball 7 yards in your own end zone, and then you're going to outrun your 2 blockers coming out of the end zone, I just don't understand what you're doing there.
Guess he thought about it and then thought he could make something happen, and that didn't happen. The pistol formation, Tajay Gaddy. Forrest Mitchell in the backfield, scored a touchdown last time out onto the field. And he misfires a wide-open wide receiver. This we have seen in this game, but also it's been raining, so it could be tough here.
Taylor, Luby, Davis, and Menor, who we've mentioned a couple times on the D-line. Justice Farrow, Dean, and Anderson are the linebackers for Georgia. Ward, Chavez Dunaway, Braylon King-Moore, and CeCe Akene, who we've yet to mention today, but remember the name CeCe Akene.
Here he is, manned up at the top of the screen. Looks like he's on Shea Carroll. So top receiver. Draw play. Mitchell cutting up the field. Looks like he may have a first down. Will they give it to him? Yes. Mitchell was kind of pulled off a little bit later within the season. He started out extremely on fire, ripping off big gains and 100-yard gains and things like that. He's going to really need to step up as he did early in this game, punching in for 6. Average not looking too great right now. 5 carries for 13 yards. Let's see if they can get him more involved. And that's what they'll do here on this next play. But once again, I'm seeing him choosing the wrong lanes. He shoots right into Minner there for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, I think that West Virginia, if they're going to continue to run the ball to the sides, they need to not run it at Colin Minner's side. Just go the opposite way. Because that's the 3rd time here in the first quarter that he has made big plays behind the line of scrimmage.
Rusher looking a bit winded in the backfield, but they will give him another carry. And he gains 3, maybe at best.
At best.
3rd and 8, Tajay Gaddy. Pressure coming, and it's Minner with a sack. That's his second of the game.
I don't know what West Virginia is doing in terms of blocking schemes on the offensive line, but at this point, every single play moving forward, this man should be drawing a double team. Like
that's what he ran through.
That's
literally
the
just ran through
time.
a double team. So now it raises the question, what do you even do to stop this guy right now? He's on fire.
Teague is the only thing that's going to stop him at this point.
Here goes the punt. Angles out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
We got this.
And final game of the RFL College Series, man. It's been 3 seasons. This is great to see, these prospects of the future being able to play in college and follow out their careers, of course, into the RFL. Looking to join next year. Make sure you mark your calendars for January 1st. Applications will be opening. And what's opening is a clear lane for Atlas Markman to get in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Yeah, and Cam Baker says, okay, Menor, anything you can do, I can do better, and gets in there behind the line of scrimmage and makes a nice play. Actually, it wasn't even Cam Baker. It was, like you said, Atlas Markman. That was Baker. But no.
Yeah, I don't even know what these linemen's trying to chop block guys, and they just hurt him. Second and 12 in the backfield all by himself. Cyree stows one deep down the field. It's going to be broken up, incomplete. Good defense right there. 3rd down. Tyreek Stevenson with the pass breakup. 3rd and 12. Reese steps up. It's going to be caught. I don't think that was intended for him. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just not enough right there. So we saw West Virginia's drive stall. After Georgia goes down, scores a touchdown. West Virginia goes down, scores a touchdown. We're starting to see these two teams kind of settle in a little bit. Now we're kind of playing a little bit of that chess game back and forth, trying to see what the other team's going to give them. And Georgia's unable to do anything with that drive there, and now they'll punt it back to West Virginia.
I think he was trying to go to Tyreek Bryant on that, but Jakari has best shown us just how impressive his hops is. And just snagged that one. This one goes in the end zone for a touchback. Offense going to get started at the 20. Another opportunity for West Virginia.
When you look at a game like this and you see the weather, does it change your mindset in terms of which team you think has an advantage? Does the weather here give an advantage to either team?
In my opinion, I don't think it does. At times it can, but I think it only shows based off the performance, how they're performing. If I'm seeing it have an effect, then I'll say something. A good defense right there. But honestly, I think both teams can run the ball well, they can pass the ball well. So, yeah, not too much of a factor in my opinion. 2nd and 10, throws over the middle of the field. This is going to be incomplete. Throws that into a big traffic of Bulldogs. 3rd down.
I think the weather will impact plays over the middle of the field, though, with so many guys there conglomerating.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, 3-man rush, so he should have some time, and he unloads one deep down the field. That's going to be broken up, incomplete. Chavez Dunaway on Princeton Thorns. Another punt for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised to see this kind of back and forth between these teams. Both teams with very good defenses. Both teams like to throw the ball deep down the field versus taking the short routes. And so with that comes the good of getting deep plays down the field, but also the bad of a lot of incompletions, and you become susceptible to short 3-and-out drives or putting the ball quickly back to the other team.
I don't know what it was, but I honestly just had a feeling coming to this game it was going to rain. Literally said that to myself. I was hoping it wouldn't, but it did. Tackle's going to be made at the 33-yard line, and UGA still with the 3-point lead. 27 seconds left here in the first. Still a lot of time left to go. This is an important game, though, for both teams. Willig is in the gun.
Castillo all the way top of your screen.
And they're going to give a screen out to him, and he executes this perfectly. Actually gets up the field for a gain of 4.
And get this playoff before the end of the first?
And no.
No.
Just lets that clock run out. They're headed to the second. 10-7, Georgia.
Do like the play call there from Georgia. I like that they're utilizing the wide receiver screen. I think they have the receivers that can make separation and get those yak yards.
Strong to the left side with the formation. Carries Best has been killing it on the ground, kills it with the block right there, and this is going to be a big first down completion to Joshua Jeffries to the 41.
A great job right there. Just, again, the play action works for them and take what the defense is going to give you. And I like Osiris's ability to, obviously it's easy to do when you're not facing heavy pressure. And he just sits there and waits and finds his open man.
It's a good job getting open. Man-to-man coverage. Beats King Jackson across his face and teaching defense, don't let a man cross your face. But that's going to be the end result. 1st and 10. Counter run play. Trying to juke, and he runs into a mountain right there as he gets down at the 40.
Yeah, a mountain of Mountaineers?
Yeah, exactly. 2nd and 9. Handoff. What a cut up the field. Jacarius Best looking really good right now. 48 yards on 7 kills.
Tackle there on the play by A.J. Harris to prevent the first down.
3rd and 4. Reese checks down. He fights forward right through King Jackson for the first down right there, and he turned him into a prince on that play.
It looked like the ball. It looked like that ball was about to hit him in the head, and then all of a sudden he just threw his arms up there. It looked like the replay there looked a little bit different than what it looked like in real time, but great catch there by Bess and able to get the first down.
I'm still trying to figure out what he was doing. And this guy was playing air volleyball and got ran through. So now it makes sense. The 1st and 10 here at the 30. And Bess is going to be brought down for a loss.
Yeah, I don't really like the play call right there. If you're gonna run the play action, run the play action. I don't think Georgia's a great RPO team, and that's kind of what this play is right here. This doesn't work.
Banks closing the bank on him right there on that play.
Yeah.
Diaco Farrell looks like it's time to get ready, defense. It's only 2nd down. Loss of 3 will bring up a 2nd and 13. And a handoff to Bess. Huge hit stick. Man. 3rd down and 12.
And Hinkle with the big stick.
3rd and 12. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Great play on the ball by Banks again. The Banks is closed. That's going to be his slogan. I don't even think it doesn't even matter. This guy's not even going to be here for check-in, so he's going to be gone next year.
He's going to withdraw Georgia from this drive.
He withdrew himself. Oh, they're going for it on 4th down. No field goal attempt.
I don't like this at all.
4th and 12. Isaiah Reese holding on the ball for an eternity, and it's picked off by Jackson.
So in the end, it doesn't really hurt Georgia all that much. If anything, that you could argue that almost benefited them, because had he just knocked the ball down, West Virginia would have gotten better starting field position. But I just don't like the play call here. I mean, this game, it's way too early in the game to be going for it on 4th and 13 like that. I understand maybe you don't want to go for the field goal. Maybe you're a little bit worried your field goal kicker barely made that last one. Maybe that's in his head, but that's just not a smart play call right there.
Yeah, that's just too long. If you know you can't make the kick, you might as well punt it away. I mean, that's a lot of yards to ask for.
It's probably best case scenario there for Georgia is West Virginia catching it 12 yards down the field.
Probably. 1st and 10. Mitchell with the cutback and the speed, the juke, and the first down as he'll get to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and that may have been a touchdown-saving tackle there by Braylon King Moore. The juke move by Grayson Mitchell, and Moore was there to stop him. Otherwise, Mitchell may have got to the outside. As See him get the ball, go right up the middle, and then right here, there's the juke move. And then there's King Moore with the tackle that may have prevented him from breaking that one.
Is that CC?
Was it?
Man. I'll tell you what, I see some ankles on the field.
Still there. Shoelaces.
Bellum. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Handoff. Mitchell. Another case of ankles. It's Mr. Chad this time.
I came into this talking about Georgia's secondary, and right now they left their shoes on the field.
No gain, though, so good defense. Throw over the middle of the field. Shea Carroll's going to make the catch. Good tackle, though, quickly by CeCe Akene.
Says, keep my name out your mouth.
3rd and 4. Gaddy's going to throw this one into the flats. He's wide open. Cuts up the field for a 1st down across midfield in UGA territory.
Important here for West Virginia to utilize as much clock as they can. They're going to get the ball back at halftime. What they don't want is to watch Georgia get the ball back here before halftime, drive down the field, and get a score.
West Virginia right now moving down the field. You want to see this consistency? They keep marching down the field. At the very least, get a field goal. We've got a tied ball game again. But you want to keep this momentum going. Pump fake. Probably looking for a shot down the field. Instead, he'll just throw the screen. You see a lot of teams do that. If that fake doesn't sell, and it sure enough didn't. It's a 3-yard loss on the play. Good tackle by Washington.
Shea Carroll having a great season for the Mountaineers, but just unable to get anything going right there. We saw some of the top receivers the college series last week as we were looking at the podcast and some of the stats and rankings, and Shea Carroll was up there as one of the better receivers, but just unable to get anything going right there.
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy blitz going on. We got rainbows, snow cone heads out there.
Got unicorns out there on the sideline.
Looking crazy. Skittles taste the rainbow. Here goes a run up the middle. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not getting much of anything but a yard on that play. 3rd and 12. Tajay Gaddy, of course, looking to pass here. Looks like they'll set up the screen. Hit as he throws. And he cannot get up the field. Diaco Farrow is all over.
Brady, you know what? I apologize for everything that I ever said about Maryland's helmets, because right now the Georgia bench has the worst helmets I've ever seen in my life.
Good defense right there. I mean, I still don't understand how you got all those linemen out there. Nobody picks up Farrell. At least one guy could at least got a hand on him, slowed him down a little bit. That could have been a huge play. Instead, it's a punt once again for the Mountaineers, and a bad one. This one goes out of bounds at the 30.
So Georgia with an opportunity here to utilize the clock. They have the 3-point lead. Take the lead going into halftime. Good drive right here for the Bulldogs.
Safety's going to come down in the box here, the left side. And, man, he is on that incomplete. And I was about to say, I thought it was going to stand as a fumble, but let's just say incomplete 2nd and 10. Reese moving up, throws, and that's a misfire right there. Had Tyreek Bryant wide open.
Yeah, he should have been able to put that one on him wide open on the in route there.
3rd and 10. Throws beyond the sticks, and it's well covered by the Mountaineers. A quick 3 and out. West Virginia going to get the ball back.
I'm not really sure what's going on here. Like, I want to see Georgia do this. This is what I wanted them to do, is utilize some of these short to medium passes. But I just don't like the accuracy from Cyrese so far on those routes.
Here goes the punt. Yeah, rain could be a pretty decent factor in this one. So,
right.
Cyrese does have the highest completion percentage. That's actually got tied by Calvin Poole, because he finishes the season with 73%. But like I said, coming into this one, AR is throwing the least amount of passes out of all quarterbacks, and that actually helps his percentage. And so having to have to pass more, seeing a little bit of the struggles here in the rain. Here goes a run by Mitchell as he grinds up to the 33, gain of 5.
Great job of falling forward for an extra 2 or 3 yards on that one.
2nd and 5 here in the gun. Back to Mitchell. And he is going nowhere. Keeping the lid on him fairly well.
Like 17.
4 yards needed on 3rd down, and Tajay Gaddy's going to drop back looking to pass. Fires to the sidelines, another missed pass. And at this point, I'm starting to think maybe it's just a little bit of a slippery football situation. There's a lot of missed opportunities here from both of these quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think we're seeing a lot of reliance on the passing game here, and the guys that aren't able to put the ball where they need to. Don't be surprised if we get a lot more running plays in the second half.
Virginia with the punt. And there will be no return as this one goes in the back for a touchback.
There will be no punt replay.
Vicarious Best has been killing it on the ground, though. 9 carries, 46 yards with a 5.1 yard per carry average. Team only has a field goal lead right now against the number 3 team in the country. Of course, Georgia being number 2 for those who don't know who are tuning in right now. There goes a quick RPO, and that's off the mark.
I just don't like the RPO from Georgia. They got to get away from it.
2nd and 10. They check it down to him out of the backfield, and at best, probably going to get a yard or 2. They say they're at 3rd and 8. Reese is about 9 of 18, 9 of 19, something like that. And this rain, like I said, I see it being a big factor right now for both teams at the quarterback position. I think it's just going to really come down to who can run the ball the best.
Yeah, I expect Tyreek Bryant or Rob Castillo to be the target on this play right here. 4 wide.
5 wide, empty set. Messiah Reese throws one deep down the field. It's going to be intercepted, picked off by Richard Cruz.
Did he get both? Did he get a foot down?
Yeah, he got a foot in. I saw that. Let's get this in.
Saw a little footy? Saw a footy?
There it goes. Try to throw the fade up. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
2 feet in. 8th interception of the season for Messiah Reese. I think that's interception number 6 for Richard Grooms.
Castillo just couldn't hang on to it. Basically batted that one right into the waiting arms of Grooms.
Big time play. Much needed. And they have no excuse not to at least tie this game up or take the lead. 1st down play, looking to pass. Tajay Gaddy fires. That's going to be almost intercepted right back. Dangerous.
Yeah, Farrell right there. Similar play. Had the ball fall right into his hands. He just couldn't hold on to it.
Gaddy again firing to the left sidelines. He makes the catch. And this is going to be a 1st down to give him forward progress. So they are in field goal range to at least tie this game up at 10. Here goes a counter run play. And Mitchell getting a little bit of assistance back to the line of scrimmage.
A big Jordan Davis there in the backfield.
2nd and 10. Good block. And the throw is overthrown at a wide open target again. Tajay Gaddy, 10 of 18.
He missed Dunaway there, and Dunaway may have taken that one in for a touchdown.
A lot of missed passes from both these quarterbacks. There goes a fire. What a dart. Hits it right over Washington's head, and it's going to be hauled in by Thorns. And this guy's playing the meanest mannequin challenge on the ground right now.
You're trying to make a rain angel, and he just is paralyzed? I'm confused what's happening.
Not sure. I guess he tried to pull off that Odell Beckham self-revived celebration, but he didn't come back.
Is he the Undertaker? Is he going to, like, raise up? Her?
1st and 10, ball at the 11. Tajay Gaddy, good protection, and he's going to be sacked. Fumbles the football. Mitchell picks it up, and he's going to lose about 7 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 16.
And if Gaddy had that running instinct in him, he had plenty of real estate on the right side to pick up some yards.
Yeah, that was, I think where he was trying to go, I think that was a touchdown, but great effort by Taylor Luby. got back there, shut that play down. And we have 16 yards to go, at least for a first down. There's a motion. No run, Mitchell. It's some decent blocks it seemed for a moment, but UGA's defense, they're on it. 2 yards.
And Mitchell tired now, not even in the game.
3rd and 14. That's McKenzie in the backfield. Trying to jump the defense off sides. 2 hard counts. The Bulldogs discipline up front. They go with a draw play. The dreaded 3rd down draw play. Timeout's going to be called. At least they can tie it up with a field goal. They should not by any means go for it as UGA did earlier in this game. And they won't.
Force Georgia to take a timeout, which I think is key here with only a minute 38 left.
And the kick is good. 10-all in the final game of the regular season of the RFL College Series. McGrath knocking it through. Knocking it through. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the Relocation Football League, become part of the RFL community today. RFL season is coming in close, less than a month away. And this is going to be Hunter getting to the 28. Minute 30 seconds. They were able to drive down the field very fast. The first play, the first drive of the game. If they can repeat that, they can have the lead before going into the locker room at half.
I think the first play here from scrimmage has got to be either a quick slant, a wide receiver screen, draw. See what you can get.
1st and 10. And that's off the mark behind Tyreek Bryant.
He was wide open. I mean, I just don't know where he was going with that one.
It's not the accurate game we're seeing as usual from Messiah Reese. Goes into the flats here. And timeout's going to be called.
If you're West Virginia, you got to start thinking about using it. And that was a West Virginia timeout, thinking about getting the ball back.
Looking to pass. Underneath, hits the drag, gets up the field. D.D. Samuel knocked out by D'Angelo Smith. 4th down. They don't even need to call their 2nd timeout.
Yeah, this was just a really bad possession all the way around from UGA. They have the incomplete pass that stops the clock. But they get nothing on 2nd down. And then 3rd down, the guy goes out of bounds to stop the clock. And now West Virginia's going to get the ball back. Still has 2 timeouts. And they have a minute and 20 on the clock. Now West Virginia could go down and score. And remember, West Virginia's going to get the ball at halftime.
This is a grand opportunity for the Mountaineers to take advantage. Here goes the punt. And it's going to be returnable. McKenzie, no moves put on. They're going to be brought down at the 21. Minute and 9 seconds left to go in this first half. All tied up. And looks like the cameraman's lost in the abyss somewhere.
The umbrella is covering the camera.
I don't know what that guy does, man. I swear. The 1st and 10, pistol formation. Tajay Gaddy looking. Goes into the flats here. That's going to be a loss. About 3. 4, they'll say. That's not going to help their case at all. 2nd and 14, Tajay Gaddy over the middle, almost throws an interception right to Dianco Farrow, trying to go to Dunaway.
That's the 2nd time Dianco Farrow's had the ball hit him in the hands and he just couldn't come up with it.
The thing is, it looks like they're going for swats. And another run play on 3rd down, but it's going to be successful. Mitchell in a foot race, CC Akine, the touchdown saving tackle at the 34-yard line, and the timeout is burned. UGA just could not let that happen.
I'm a little curious why West Virginia burned the timeout. He got out of bounds. They didn't need to.
There goes a throw. Receiver just looked like he didn't try to catch it. Second and 10. Gaddy to the sidelines, overthrown. Accuracy, a huge problem right now for both quarterbacks.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Tajay Gaddy fires one deep down the field. This is going to be broken up incomplete. Excellent defense by Cece Akine with some help over the top also by King Moore.
I don't like that play call. I would have liked to have seen them just try to get somewhere between 3 and 7 yards, and then maybe pick up the first down with some yards after catch. Give yourself, worst case scenario, a better chance at making this field goal. This is not going to be a gimme field goal here in the rain as West Virginia tries to take the lead before halftime.
This is going to be a 51-yarder. And the kick is up, and it is just short by literally a yard.
But like I said, I didn't like that last play call. All they had to do was pick up about 4 yards, and that field goal is good. You don't need to take the shot to the end zone. They could have run a draw play right there, picked up 2 or 3 yards that Georgia would have given them because they were trying to protect the first down marker, pick up 3 or 4 yards. That field goal is cleared by 3 yards, and now you have the lead going into halftime, and you get the ball. Just terrible play calling by Georgia their last possession, and again right there by West Virginia.
35 seconds left. UGA, 2 timeouts. Throws this one into the flats. Yeah, this has been one of those rain games. Has had a serious effect on the quarterbacks. Can't blame the rain on the play call. Play calling is just, I don't know what the coordinators are doing. They're going to have to sharpen it up second half. 3rd and 9 after the incomplete pass. Throws over the middle. Tyreek Bryant. Juke move. Oh, man, if he had been able to split by, might have been gone. Timeout by the Bulldogs.
Now Georgia, this is the 3rd possession where a team fighting to score points before halftime with less than 2 minutes left.
Both teams got a timeout. Can UGA take the lead? He's going to be sacked. Brought down by Freeman. And that's going to end the first half.
You got to get rid of that ball right there. I don't care what you do. You have to get rid of the ball. You can't take a sack and go into halftime like that. I mean, Smitty, for the game starting out the way that it did, with Georgia going down, getting the touchdown, West Virginia going down, getting the touchdown, you and I talking about how great of a game this was playing out to be. The last probably 12 to 14 minutes of this game were awful. Neither team making good plays and can't find the open man. We're seeing receivers missed by 3 or 4 yards. Like, what's going on? What are we going to see in the second half?
What we need to see is some accuracy. I don't know what's going on with the quarterbacks, and we can blame the rain. Yeah, it's having an effect, but there's just way more than usual inaccurate passes in these conditions, and UGA just has to do better. I mean, Osiris has to do better. Tajay Gaddy's got to do better. The play calling on both sides has got to be better. We need more of what we saw on the first drive of the game from both teams, and we're just simply not getting that. And I'm not sure if they're waiting to open up the book later on for different things, but it's just not looking good for either team right now in these conditions.
And for Georgia, I said their keys to victory were going to be get Tyreek Bryant the ball quickly and often, and they haven't really done that. Osiris, 40-plus pass attempts. That remains to be seen. Do we remember how many pass attempts they've got so far?
I did not pay attention to that. But
then stopping the run, yeah, I don't think it's 20. Over 20? I don't know if he's over 20 already.
I think he is, because he was 9 of 8. He was 9 of 19. About 3 minutes left in the first half. So yeah, he's definitely over 20 passes already.
And so he's on pace for over 40, which I think at this point is going to be critical, because I was anticipating a little bit more scoring, but we're just not getting it.
And you talked about the defenses, how good they are, and how they can flip things around. And he sure enough flipped around, but I like I said, I feel like it's a whole lot that's going into it. When you asked me earlier about rain affecting the game, I said, yeah, it affects the game, but does it give anybody advantage? I don't think so. And we're seeing that it's going to come down to who, and like I said, in my opinion, can run the ball better. Because right now, passing, I don't see how they can fix this in the second half unless both of these guys just come out swinging or something. But West Virginia, what keys to the game are they not hitting on right now?
At this point, I'd like to see a little bit more from Grayson Mitchell. I said it was important for him to get 25 plus touches. I think he's got 2 catches and probably somewhere around 9 or 10, a little bit over 10 rushing plays so far, so he's probably on pace to get right around that 25 touches, but it's what he's not doing with those touches that's really standing out. I think West Virginia has the better ground game, but Jacarius Best is having a much better game so far, at least in the first half, than Grayson Mitchell is. They haven't really... They have, I guess, taken advantage of Asari Reese's aggressiveness. They weren't all deep balls, but certainly the turnovers are there. We saw Grooms on the turnover. That was really probably more of a product of Castillo just dropping the ball and swatting it right into Grooms' arms. And then West Virginia, I wanted them to score early and get the lead first, but they were unable to do so. They had to fight back, and now they've got the tie. So West Virginia has the ball here coming out of halftime, and I'm just going to go back to what I said at the beginning of the game. I think it's important for them to score on this opening drive and force Georgia to play catch-up in the second half.
Well, that's our breakdown here at halftime. UGA, West Virginia going at it. And this is going to be the final half of the regular season. Can you believe it, man? It's been one heck of a season. It really has. Conference championships next week. We'll talk about that as that goes on. Don't want to be rambling. But we'll go into the second half. Georgia kicking this one off. And there will be no return. By McKenzie.
Nothing.
Offense going to get started at the 25-yard line. We need much better play calling from both sides. Much better execution by the quarterbacks, by everyone. Offensive line missing blocks sometimes. It was a very sloppy first half for both teams. But they're going to come out here first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Strong formation to the right side. First play, counter run play. And once again, Mitchell, I'm seeing him do this a lot in this game. He's doing too much. Just take what the defense is giving him.
And he's got 95 yards rushing, and I was unaware of that. They're the quietest 95 yards I've seen.
Yeah. There goes the throw. The sidelines catch is going to be made at the 34-yard line. Got to remember, he had that one big run in the first half. That I formation. There he is getting to the outside. Nice, powerful finish to that run to 38. That's a terrible spot. Looked like he at least got to the 40.
So Mitchell's going to get to that 25-plus mark. What is he, already at 16 carries, and I think he's got 2 receptions. So could cruise into the 25 to 30 touches in this game.
What I don't understand is, I thought you were finished there. What I don't understand is why does Madden have these range? I understand you're trying to simulate rain, but these blur spots on the screen, you know how hard it is to take screenshots at the end of the game to get that out the way?
Yeah.
Why is that in there? But anyway, first and 10, there goes a handoff, and Mitchell is going to be stopped at the 39.
Hard to take pictures when you got rainbow helmets in the background, too.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to act like those guys don't exist in the photos. Second and 9. Here goes another. Oh, I thought it was a missed throw, but it's a good catch right there by Markeith Jenkins. Third and 2.
I thought he was going to drain on that one as well.
2 yards. And here goes a receiver screen. Doing too much. Just get up the field. First down is right there. Excellent blocking by the wide receivers, and he jukes right into Washington to bring up fourth down. It's not what West Virginia needed.
So, for starters, I blame Gaddy for not getting rid of the ball sooner. But then, right here, you've just got to just go forward. What are you juking for? You only need 1 yard. You could literally fall forward. You're 6'4". Just fall forward, and you have the first down.
Tough. And he's muffling his snap here. It's going to be a block kick by Georgia, and it's going to be recovered for the touchdown. UGA is going to take the lead.
And that's what happens. The Lewis sign.
Wow. And I know Coach is doing just about everything. I'm not going to say but he probably is strangling Markeith Jenkins right now for he didn't pick up that first down. That's just ridiculous.
And again, what was it? Braylon King Moore making yet another big play for this Georgia defense here. Blocks that punt, and then it looked like sign there on the return for the touchdown.
Extra point to go up by 7 once again, and it's good. 17-10.
Big difference here. West Virginia has 2 turnovers of Georgia. Come away with a touchdown on either one of them. Georgia has 1 turnover, West Virginia, and it results in 6 points.
Now West Virginia going to have to catch up once again. As another knee will be taken by McKenzie in the end zone. And the offense back out onto the field. Looks good statistically in that first half. 14 carries for 87 yards and a touchdown. And in this half, it just started really, 3 for 9 yards, but had that one big run. UGA has actually done a pretty good job against the run game. And once again, too many skilled players on West Virginia's team trying to do way too much in the rain. It's costing them yards. And here goes a run. Gains 2. Second and 8, handoff, trying to juke, and that's not going to fake out Washington.
I don't like the juke there, certainly not to the outside. If you're going to stutter step and juke, go to the inside there.
3rd and 5, Gaddy fires, that's going to be caught by Shea Carroll. Really haven't called his name much at all in this one, working on Ward.
He has 4 catches for just 19 yards, so obviously big in the short yardage passing game.
That's a nice catch.
Great job catching the ball, bringing it into his body to secure it, and not letting the defender come in from behind and knock it loose.
1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. And he's got a slant wide open, and again, cannot hit it. 16 of 29 for 132 yards. It's Tajay Gaddy. And off to Mitchell, runs through Washington. Washington's been everywhere. 3rd and 6.
This is an important first down for them to pick up. They don't want to give the ball back to Georgia this quickly.
And he throws. He's got the first down. There goes Drain. Big first down over the middle to the 27.
So 2 things there. Great job of picking up the blitz, and then great job of Tajay Gaddy to take 2 steps to his right. Just find the open lane where he's able to find the open Trey Drain for the first down.
Really nice play right there. Offensive line, like you said, did a good job picking up that blitz, and for that reason, extended him time. He helped himself to extend some time. And that's what you got to do against UGA. You don't want to be all traditional, just sitting in the pocket, thinking everything's going to be good. This is a great defense. Pressure hasn't come in like we probably would have thought it would have been so far in this game, but got to respect him. Here goes a counter run play, and Mitchell falls about a yard short for the first down, 2nd and 1.
I'd like to see more runs like that from Mitchell here in the second half. Straight up the gut.
McKenzie checks into the backfield. He throws, and it's a first down to the 15.
Bill Huggins. We don't call his name that often.
Yeah. Looks like UGA sending some pressure with the safety. And McKenzie up the field. End zone. And they're going to say
he didn't get it.
Reach over. That's going to be 1st and goal, literally at the centimeter yard line.
Yeah, you just wanted him to get in there. I can't believe he wasn't able to get into the end zone with all that head of steam. Again, Braylon King Moore comes in there and makes the stop.
Yeah, that's a big-time tackle. Way to stand him up. But Mitchell's in the red zone. He punched it in last time they got here. Let's see if they give him another opportunity. Well, actually, look to pass. Tajay Gaddy throws incomplete.
I think he had a chance if he had gotten rid of it quicker. I think he had Trey Drain.
I formation. Play action, and that's going to be a sack. 3rd and goal.
So many times we see guys get tackled on the 1 yard line and then they're unable to score within 3 or 4 plays later. And here we are sitting at a situation where West Virginia gets the ball to the 1 yard line. First down, nothing. Second down, they lose yards. And now it's 3rd and goal from significantly further than they anticipated 3rd down being from.
Sometimes that play action work, you saw it work in the last game. Chris Polk threw his only touchdown, but a lot of times you see it end up like that. Gaddy's going to throw nowhere near the end zone either. The quarterbacks just are off tonight.
At 19 of 33 is not going to win championships, and Tajay Gaddy is going to have to pick it up. We progress through the second half.
Extra point Well, field goal attempt, excuse me, is good. 17-13. Georgia still with the lead. And they had an opportunity to tie that multiple times. And this has probably got to be one of the sloppiest games from both quarterbacks in terms of performance. But Georgia right now, they need to go ahead and take advantage of this. They still have the lead, and they need to punch it in themselves to start creating that separation.
They don't want to let West Virginia fight their way back and claw their way back into this one. I think this is a situation where Cyrus needs to huddle up with his teammates and say, look, guys, we need to go full throttle right here. We need to punch this into the end zone and get another touchdown.
They need to give Jacarius Best the football more, because he can make guys miss like that. But that's good defense that time by West Virginia. You see 4.5 yards per carry. That's only his 10th carry today. He's been killing it. I think they need to try to balance things out just so they can start opening up more things later on.
A great duck under move right there. Cam Baker's like, wait a minute, where did he go? Look at this right here. Whoop! It's right underneath the left arm of Cam Baker. It's almost like Cam Baker was swim moving an offensive lineman on that play.
Yeah, Baker getting baked on that one. Now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
Kind of like fried dough.
Counter run play. He's got a lane. Juke move. Not going to fake out Jackson, though. That's a solid open field tackle. Third and 6. Setting up that screen. Cyrus gets it off. And what a tackle by Jackson again. Keeps him just short. 4th down.
Big stop right there. Getting Georgia off the field. Giving your offense a chance to get the ball back.
And this guy pounced on him like a cheetah on a gazelle. Literally just caught him just before he got there. You can see how he fought all around to get behind that offensive lineman and just lunges with everything he's got to bring him down. That's a remarkable play. He bombs this one, and it's just continuing to sail in the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, 69-yard punt right there.
I don't know what these guys using, but it's definitely not protein.
Robo leg out there.
Gonna bring Chavez Dunaway into the box. And a counter run play. And Mitchell once again just can't find his way out. Gotta give a decent amount of credit, though, of course, to Georgia. They're doing their job.
Yeah, I mean, they knew what this game meant, and I thought that this was going to be a little bit more in West Virginia's favor. Obviously, the rainy, slippery ball, the punt block. Georgia's played great so far.
2nd and 11. Play action, looking for something down the field, and he's going deep. This is going to be caught for a 1st down by Shea Carroll. 31 yards.
Yeah, that's just a great play, young man. Go up and get the ball. Gaddy just kind of split the ball right here. He's got a little triangle of defenders right on the other side, and he had to put that in there, and he did.
My man got speared like Jeff Hardy on the ladder in the Money in the Bank match. When he was on the ladder, got speared off. That's how he smacked that dude. There goes a throw, and again, missed target, but that was more so on him just not having his feet set.
You know that wasn't a Goldberg spear?
No, remember when he was hanging on the briefcase and then Edge came in? Yeah. The 3rd and 6. Throws wide open. Trey Drain, 1st down. Working on CeCe.
I've seen West Virginia have some success with these quick hitch routes, the curl routes, whether it's the 5-yard quick hitch or the 10-yard curl. Multiple times now we've seen West Virginia be able to find that open spot in the zone and just turn quick, and Gaddy's able to put the ball on immediately. We've seen 10, 15-yard pickups for West Virginia receivers.
He's an extremely great corner, but, a curl route, anyone can catch that. A lot of good corners, so that's a good route to call at times. Don't want to be repetitive with it, though. Those can get jumped. All day in the pocket. Throws. That's going to be caught by Drain for a first down at the 15.
Thought maybe he stepped out of bounds there. Interesting, you don't see a hat on the field, so apparently the refs are going to say that he did not step out.
Yeah,
Look
I almost
here.
thought it was going to be illegal touching.
Yeah,
He was
I
cutting
guess
close.
not. Really close. Or see where his feet were before coming back to get the ball, but nonetheless, no flag thrown, no hat on the field. First down, West Virginia.
A touchdown will give the Mountaineers a lead. We're almost in the fourth quarter of the final game of the regular season. Big game for both teams. Throws. It's going to be caught by Thorns. First and goal, Mountaineers.
And again, just like I said a minute ago, that curl route, it's so tough to defend. But now watch, they start running that a little bit more in the fourth quarter, and don't be afraid to see a guy like CeCe Akinney jump that route. And if he does, this game could get interesting late.
Yeah, definitely working right now on CeCe on those hooks. And they failed to punch it in this situation last time. Had to settle for 3. Will they get in this time? What a block. Touchdown, West Virginia. They will take the lead. What a run. This excellent play. Excellent execution.
Yeah, normally I don't like that play call. I don't like the toss. I don't like when you throw the ball backwards to go forward. Like when you have the ball on the 1 yard line, why do you throw it to your running back on the 3 yard line and expect him to get a couple extra yards and get to the outside? But you mentioned it to me, great block to help secure. He was able to get to the outside and find the edge.
And he took Braylon King-Moore completely out on that play, and Cyrus right now is frustrated on the sidelines, looking to get his team back in this one. Extra point to make it a 3-point ball game. The kick is up, and it is good. West Virginia leads 20-17.
And look, you know what's many? Cyrus is one of the most highly recruited players in this college series, and this is the moment that he needs to step up. This is the moment that he wants, right? This is the time where he can lead his team trailing in the second half of arguably what is a must-win game against a big-time opponent. This is his chance to step up and prove that he is worthy and deserves to be as highly regarded as he is.
Here goes Hunter getting this one up to the 25-yard line. 18 seconds, so maybe one more play, maybe a few more plays before we get into the fourth. But even though this game, honestly, the first half was extremely ugly other than the opening drives for both teams, but this is usually when you start to see sparks start to fly for both teams. And it's still a close and competitive game right now. Can UGA get themselves back in this? Cyrus throws. That's going to be caught by Jeffries. Gets to the 30, they say. Favorable spot. Picks up 5 yards, and the clock hits 0. RFL community, you know what to do. Put your 4s up in the chat. West Virginia leading Georgia 20-17.
And as you saw there, only 52 yards rushing for Georgia so far, so don't be surprised to see a heavy dose of the pass here.
He is going to throw this one, and that's going to be almost intercepted. Big hit, D'Angelo Smith on the play. 3rd and 5. Throws over the middle, and that's a clutch catch by Jeffries. First down.
Jeffries got away with that one. He almost ran into that ball being knocked loose. He should have stopped and cured it a little bit easier, but able to hold on anyway. But as you see, he kept going. Almost ran into the ball being knocked away by Robert Banks.
Empty set. Cyrus throws one deep down the field. This is going to be broken up, incomplete. Dangerous pass, trying to attack Rooms.
And Jacarius Best almost took that ball out of the air and ran it the rest of the way.
Yeah. 2nd and 9, and he's coming back way too far. Just like that, 3rd down for Georgia. Goes over the middle, that's deflected by Bowman Jr. 4th down. This is a big opportunity for West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who he was going to there. I don't know if he was going to D.B. Samuel. It looked like he was trying to go to D.B. Samuel.
Yeah, he threw that before Samuel was even prepared for it. Or he might have been trying to hit Best underneath and just missed through it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had Best, so about a yard or two shorter coming across the right side.
So the punt is off. Fields it. McKenzie quickly brought down at the 15-yard line. This is, like I said, a big opportunity for the Mountaineers. They can march down the field, eat up some of the clock, and score a touchdown and have a 2-possession lead over Georgia. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the Bulldogs.
It's a 4-man front here. Looks like a straight 4-man rush here for Georgia. 3-man rush.
And underneath, Trey Drain taking some ankles, and I think he's close to a first down. Can't really see. You can see Georgia's defense coming to this match. Fourth in the nation. Need giving up 369 yards of offense. It's second and inches. Empty set they're going to go with. Gaddy. Oh, what a catch. Shake Carroll's making some big ones. First down. And the Mountaineers offense, 20th in the nation. 436 yards in this game against Georgia. And they could have done better. A lot of missed opportunities. And Shake Carroll getting about 7 on that play.
Again, Smitty, what kind of pass route was that?
Hook, the spot route right there.
And again, they're just killing them with these routes.
Yeah, those hookup routes is just catching Georgia right in the weak spots. And here goes a draw. And they went to the strength right there because Colin Minner, he was on fire at the start of this game. We haven't heard his name since about second quarter. Good play right there.
He said that was his 10th tackle for loss on the season. I think he's got 3 of them in this game.
Yeah. Like I said, they've been doing an excellent job against the run. Even though you see a lot of yards on the day for Mitchell. Outside of that big run, they've kind of kept them contained. 3rd and 5. Must convert first down here for Gaddy. Throws. Where is he tossing that?
Yeah, he had time. Great job by the O-line of picking up the big man. Jordan Davis, look at the double team on Jordan Davis. He had time.
Yeah, that throw's got to be the ring because that was awful. He had guys open and everything. That just slipped off his hands. Here goes a punt. But that plays into the hands of UGA. They're fired up. They get the stop and another opportunity to try to at least tie this game up or take the lead with a touchdown of their own, as West Virginia did.
How many possessions do you think each team has left in them? I can't imagine more than 2.
Probably, yeah. 2, if lucky 3, depending on the situation or how things go.
All right. We saw each team have 2 late in the second quarter.
Throw over the middle. D.D. Samuel. Nice play, first down.
This little juke move there. Pick up a couple extra yards.
Closing in on 11 minutes to go in the 4th and final quarter. Here goes the throw. Wide open. It's Samuel again. And Samuel is in Mountaineer territory at the 44.
I don't think West Virginia spent too much time throughout the week game planning for D.D. Samuel, but now here he is, the most crucial moments of the game, back-to-back big plays for the Bulldog offense.
Yeah. That's and once again the out route. Both of these defenses kind of came out here and played it very, pass heavy. Both of them playing off. There's a lot of zone. And the offenses have been able to take advantage of that. And could have had even more bigger plays that have not been so many missed passes. But defenses, I think someone's got to get a little bit more aggressive here late in this game. A little throw over the middle. And Bloom's going to wrestle down Castillo after a gain of 5. Dropping back, looking to pass. Throws. Tyreek Bryant makes the catch and takes an ankle or 2 to the 24-yard line.
That was not a great throw there by Osiris, but Bryant was able to make the catch. It was almost intercepted here. It looked like the ball was a little bit to the right. No, actually, I guess it was a pretty good throw.
Yeah, it was hard to see from that angle, but it did seem as if D'Angelo Smith could have made a play on the ball, but he just sat there and thought the ball was going to come to him. That's a great way of attacking the football by Tyreek Bryant.
He just went and got it.
Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. D.D. Samuel.
That man, D.D., look, I don't know. There was no talk whatsoever of this kid throughout the week. This kid has not been mentioned by anyone. He's arguably the 5th or 6th option for this Georgia offense. And big time here in the 4th quarter. 3 catches on this drive alone, including that one right there. The huge touchdown.
You're going to review it, but I think, it's definitely a touchdown. I think he got 2 feet in.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do-si-do your partner. Come on.
Yeah, that's
what are we doing here? Make a sandwich.
Review every touchdown. He said, eat a sandwich.
Yeah, you got time to make a sandwich, grab a cup of coffee, come back. He'll get 2 feet in bounds.
And that's, of course, going to stand in UGA for the 4-point lead. The kick is up, and it is good. 24-20. Still ample time left to go in this final quarter.
Forget Osiris on that drive. 5 of 5 for 78 yards. Up to that point, he was less than 50% completion percentage in the game. Perfect completion percentage there. They needed it.
Definitely need more of that. And it's the same scenario for West Virginia. Because the last time they were on the field, opportunity to pick up a first down, and Tajay Gaddy just flat out, I don't know if the ball slipped, more than likely it looked like it slipped, because I don't see how you missed the ball that bad. But we've seen a lot of missed passes from Gaddy. He needs to get it together, put together a perfect drive if he can as well. Draw play. Decent first down play. Gets 4 yards. Tajay Gaddy fires, and that's a great pass. Throws him in the open space.
Tyreek Stevenson going for the strip right there. He was trying to put this one away.
Yeah, here goes a draw. And with that being said, I think they are going to try to rip something out. So these guys better have top-notch ball security on this drive, or it can get ugly. And that pass is incomplete. Third and 7, and that's going to be caught, but no first down. And West Virginia's got to punt it.
Once again, I don't know how many times I've called Braylon King Moore's name tonight, but once again, a huge tackle to prevent the first down. We saw the huge tackle to prevent the Grayson Mitchell touchdown earlier on in the game, which ended up leading to a field goal. How big was that? How big is that now, those extra 4 points? Yeah. And now a huge tackle here, down by 4, that prevents the first down. I mean, so far for me, player of the game is Braylon King Moore.
It's definitely been coming up in huge moments, and this is a terrible
shanked
punt.
It.
Wow. It's about as bad as a punt as you can have right there. That's literally a 14-yard punt. Wow.
This is it. Just no mistakes.
Yeah, Georgia can kind of put this away right now if they can score again. And that's a tough pass.
Tanner Thomas had other thoughts there.
Pressing up. There goes a run. And Macarius Best is up to the 45. You can see where this offense ranks. 30th in the country out of the 32 teams in the series. 395 yards. We talked about how this offense don't put up a lot of points, but they got the lead right now. And they've managed to find ways to win, and he's going to find a way to get the first down. Karius Best running with a purpose tonight.
Yeah, I think that's only the third rushing attempt they've had since midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, he's only got 13 carries in this game, and I talked about just giving him more touches. And honestly, it might have been the best thing that they're now giving him the ball, because now they can switch things up. They just scored, they took the lead, and that's going to keep this defense on their toes. As they come out here strong to the left side. Best in the backfield, all by himself. Gains about 3.
I mean, the best thing here is the fact that they're burning clock. Look, they've got the lead. They're already in opponent territory.
What West Virginia needs to pray for, if they even get in range to get any points, just give up the field goal at best. Cannot give up a touchdown here. I think if they do, it's game over.
Third down right here. This is not field goal range.
And doing too much. 4th down.
Great play there by Cam Baker. Also in on the play, Ian Freeman. Actually, the first time that we've called his name tonight, I'm a little bit surprised. We saw some struggles from the West Virginia defensive line earlier, and now this just being the first time that I've actually called Aiden Freeman's name. He's arguably one of their best guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and here goes a punt. And watch out for a potential fake just in case, but they're going to be honest. Punts this one, and it goes in the end zone for a touchback. Big opportunity here for the Mountaineers. Down by 4. Tajay Gaddy's got to get himself together. This offense needs to call plays they haven't called all game. Something that's going to catch this Georgia defense off guard. Because, I mean, this is a big, probably the biggest opportunity they'll have at trying to get back in this game. Gaddy fires one deep down the field. It's going to be broken up by Braylon King Moore.
This reminds me way too much of the Miami game earlier this year. Gaddy with the ball in his hands, down late, trying to come back and win.
Here goes a throw over the middle of the field. Dunaway's got the first down to the 48.
There goes already West Virginia in Georgia territory. Know that Gaddy is thinking about that Miami game right now. Don't turn the ball over. Don't force the ball. Don't make any stupid mistakes. Right there, kind of a no-brainer. Wide open, just streaking in the middle of the field. Georgia just apparently more concerned with the guys on the outside.
That is a big-time throw. And he's still aggressive here. They're still going to be aggressive. Empty set. Attacking this Georgia secondary. They're playing off. Quick throw over the middle. And Shea Carroll has got about 9 yards on that play.
I was a little surprised Georgia came with the 5-man rush right there. They showed a 3-man front. I fully expected them to drop 8 guys back in coverage a little bit, but they didn't. They actually rushed 5, and that allowed for Carroll to just be wide open over the middle.
Yeah. Nice little in route. They've been kind of picking them apart with that, and that has honestly been the route that Gaddy has been inconsistent with throughout this game. A lot of missed in routes, little quick ones that he's got to be able to hit on. Does a good job right there. I think this is when you got to get number 1 involved, and that's what they'll do. First down, Mitchell.
Yep, great play right there. You only need 1 yard. Keep the clock going. This is going to be it right here. The game's going to end on this drive.
1st and 10, Tajay Gaddy. Good protection. Throws. It's going to be caught by Princeton Thorns trying to get outside and break the tackles. 2 yards. And yeah, this looks like this is going to be the final drive for West Virginia. Sets his feet, throws, intercepted, picked off. Washington is going to take it to the house for the touchdown, and that should be game.
All game.
Big mistake by Gaddy.
Yeah, he was moving to his left. He turned the opposite way, threw across the opposite side of the field. I mean, there really was this. If you were a coach at home, if you were teaching youth football, you would watch that video right there, and you would say, kids, don't ever do this ever. Tajay Gaddy just did it in the most important moment of his college career. And Georgia is going to win this ball game.
Big time turnover. 2 turnovers. That's the 2nd turnover for both teams. But that, of course, being the biggest of them all. Extra points good. 31-20, Georgia.
Just unbelievable. I mean, look, if you're West Virginia, you've got to be sitting there thinking, how did we lose this game? We held Asai Reese under 50% completion percentage. They only had 65 yards rushing. How did we possibly lose this game? We gave up a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown. That's how.
Big time turnover, and just not enough time for them to come back, in my opinion, unless they have a crazy shot down the field immediately for a touchdown or something. Tajay Gaddy's 50 passes. He's completed 31 of them for 319 yards. No touchdown passes, 1 interception.
I just can't believe, after I talked about the ending of that Miami game, he just did it again.
And Gaddy got the completion right there, but he stays in bounds. Got to get out of bounds. Keeps the clock running. Now we're at a minute and counting. Gaddy underneath, you can't even hit that.
Unbelievable end to this game.
Pistol formation, 3-man rush, and I have no idea where he was launching that. Gaddy hit as he throws, once again, into the air.
Into the 4th round of the RFL draft with that throw.
It's bad throw right there. He had the heat coming. The rain and his accuracy. You can't blame it too much on the rain. That's just way too many incomplete passes. Play action. Good block by the running back. The pass. And is this going to be a touchdown? It's a touchdown. West Virginia. 51 yards. Wow.
Okay, I see you. Throw to Popsinski, right?
Yeah. First time seeing this guy, in my opinion.
Remember Mike Tyson's Punch Out? Soda Popinski?
Oh.
This guy's last name
I thought you
is
said this guy's... Oh, what's his last name?
Sosinski?
Not even going to try. Yeah, Sosinski. Okay, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sosinski.
James.
Go for 2.
Friends call him Jimmy.
This will be big if they can get the 2-point conversion. You can't take the sack here.
What are you doing? Could have tried to run it at least.
Wow. All for naught. Looks like it's going to be an L unless West Virginia can get another miracle touchdown immediately, recover an onside kick as well.
I mean, that's great coverage.
Yeah, if they can't recover that onside kick, though, they do have all 3 of their timeouts. But, I mean, it's just going to be too much time ran off the clock. How crazy would it be if they recover this?
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen a couple. And it's not going to be today. As that's going to be, nasty move, too. As McIntosh gets to the 42-yard line. And that's all she wrote for West Virginia.
Tough way to lose this game.
And rain having a big effect.
I mean, look at that line for Asai Reese. You read that line and you don't think in any way, shape, or form that that's a winning line or a line of a quarterback whose team scored 31 points.
And here goes a run. D'Angelo Gary running through the defender. Timeout immediately called. They got 2 timeouts left. Big win for UGA to keep them alive. This is a great way to show that these guys are prepared for the playoffs, possibly. They still have to win next week against Alabama.
They can't throw here, right? And we've seen crazier things now.
I don't know why he's in the gun, though.
Yeah.
They're going to run. And the defense gets the stop.
All right, well, here we go. I mean, okay, now we've seen some crazy things at the end of ball games.
If this gets blocked.
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
Oh, look at this. Love it. Love the play call here for Georgia. Love it.
Throw intercepted, picked off by West Virginia, and it's going to be to the house for a touchdown. Big Lyman trying to catch him.
Oh my God.
West Virginia's going to win the game. Oh my God.
Oh
my God. Did that
What?
just happen?
no.
Look at this. Wow, Grooms with the game-winning pick.
Oh my God.
No.
Smitty, is this real life?
This is real. This is real. Oh my goodness. I'm losing it in the booth right now. Wow.
I don't know what just happened. We both love the play call.
Wow.
We both love the idea to go for it.
Why didn't they just run it? Oh my goodness. And Tajay Gaddy's got the 2-point conversion. West Virginia leads it 34-31 with 14 seconds left.
Did he get a foot down?
Yeah, he got a foot down.
I'm still shook. I think I'm seeing cross-eyed
I can't.
vision right now.
This is definitely an RFL classic.
I think I have goosebumps.
Man. And this has got to be returned. So 11 seconds. Georgia has 3 timeouts. We've seen just about everything in this game. Can't count Georgia out yet.
No, he needs a 35-yard pass and quick timeout.
He's going to fire Tyreek Bryant. Almost getting loose.
So what do you do here? You got 5 seconds. You don't have enough time to get 2 plays. You just have to go Hail Mary.
Gotta throw the bomb. Looks like that's what they're going to do. At midfield, streaking it up, Asaya Reese for the game. Gets it to the end zone. It's incomplete. West Virginia is going to win this game. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I thought Tyreek Bryant had this ball at the bottom of that pile.
This has probably got to be game of the season. And it ends the season.
God.
34-31. West Virginia wins. They upset Georgia.
Oh my God. And so immediate gut reaction here. Georgia out? Even if they beat Alabama now?
More than likely, yes.
Oh, I mean, you got to look. Okay, so let's look at this, right? I mean, you got to look at USC should cakewalk. Yeah. Ohio State just blew out Michigan, so they could easily do that again. Miami's in no matter what. And I would imagine that the winner of the West Virginia-Oklahoma game going to have a leg up on Georgia, even if they beat Alabama. So, such a devastating loss for Georgia. And I can't believe they lost that game the way they did just there.
I can't believe. I don't think that they're going to have a shot because they lost, right? So since they lost, they're now going to be under every 10-2 team right now. So Georgia's going to finish 9-3, right? Alabama is now leading the SEC because they're 10-2. But I think if they beat Alabama at the end of the day, they beat them already, they'll be able to take the SEC. But with that being said, look at the rest of the conferences. There's no way they can make it in the top 4 after that loss because Miami, if Miami wins, the only shot they probably got, and they don't even got that. They probably don't even got that. The only shot would be if nope, they don't got that.
No, so I look at it this way, right? If Miami wins, you need Miami to win because if Miami loses, that hurts their case. Miami wins, they're in. But what if USC loses? What if Ohio State loses? Then we're looking at a scenario where does USC get in?
Yeah,
if they lose to Oregon,
USC loses to Oregon, more than likely they're not in.
They're not in, right? Let's say. So if USC loses, then things get interesting. If Ohio State loses, maybe Ohio State still gets in over Georgia, certainly because they beat Georgia. So now we're looking at, even if Ohio State gets in, we've got Miami in, we've got Ohio State in, and we've got probably the winner of West Virginia, Oklahoma.
Let's save this for the podcast, man. We got to talk about that stuff for podcast. It's a lot to talk about right there.
All right.
Let's talk about these statistics and go over this game, because we got ourselves probably up there with the best college series ending, like the Miami and Baylor game last year. Tajay Gaddy, 55 passes in this game, completed 33 of them, 60%, 384 yards, a touchdown, interception. Asai Reese, 3 interceptions in this game. He had 7, and he ends the season with 10. And he had 1 touchdown pass, 18 touchdown passes on the season of 48.6 QBR, 22 of 43 for 260, 51%. And we get a look at the rushing end of things. Grayson Mitchell, let's take away the longest run here, 48 yards. That's still pretty, oh no, not really. Take those 48 yards off, he's around like, what was that, 81 yards? Yeah, 81 yards out of 27 carries. So that one big run really helped out his average. Georgia did a pretty good job of keeping him in check, but the statistics look good, the average looked good, and he got in the end zone for 2 touchdowns, and he won the game. So at the end of the day, got the job done. Jacarius Best was killing it on the ground, 18 carries. Really would have liked to see him get more carries, especially at the end of the game. He should have ran them instead of trying to throw the football on a 4th down. That cost him this game. And Jacarius Best, 73 yards to end the day for him. Receiving-wise, Trey Drain, big catches, 7 for 114. Shea Carroll right there with him, 9 for 76. And Tyreek Bryant leading Georgia with 76 yards as well off of 4 catches. A touchdown for D.D. Samuel, which was clutch for Georgia. At 4 for 64 yards. Josh Stonaway, 3 for 62. Rob Castillo, 4 for 51. And 51 here for Sosinski. And the touchdown. That was an amazing touchdown. And that's crazy even thinking about, if they didn't have that touchdown by Sosinski,
Right.
this game was unbelievable. We're going to go back and look at this stuff. Not going to go all the way through the rest of the list here. Blocking-wise, Lyman did pretty good. It wasn't more than a sack given up by guys who did allow a sack. Then we got the defense. CeCe Ekenegg had the most tackles with 12. We had 10 for Anderson and Banks here to lead West Virginia. And 9 close to runner-up double-digit guys. Chavez Dunaway, Diaco Farrell, Braylon King Moore, who's all over the place. But we'll go ahead and move on to tackles for loss. Diaco Farrell had 4 of those. And there was 3 guys who had 2 tackles for loss in this game, which was Dunaway, Minner, Johnson II, and then 1 from Washington, Baker, Markman, Freeman, Jackson, Banks, Harris, Taylor Luby, and King Moore. Sacks, total of 5. 2 for Colin Minner. He was hot to start this game. And then 1 for Samuel Justice, Aiden Freeman, and Taylor Luby. And right now, for guys who are still here after this crazy game, if you haven't smashed that like button already for this, you're tripping like Joe out here, man. That is just, I still am speechless about that. I'm about to go ahead and finish up with the defense and stuff, and then we'll go ahead and look at this, the big plays. But Richard Grooms, player of the game. Forget it, Braylon King Moore. This is the player of the game. Richard Grooms wins this with a pick 6 going to the house. How long with it? 70 yards. That was amazing. We thought Caden Washington did it with his 72-yard touchdown, but that, oh man, I just have no words. D'Angelo Smith, 3 pass deflections here in this game. Jackson with 2, as well as Braylon King Moore and A.J. Harris. Had 1 from Jeffries. Stapleton was offense players. Ingram, this is a long list, not going to go through that. Forced fumble from Royal Taylor Luby. Fumble recovery from Sign, I think that's how you say it. A block from Braylon King Moore. Like I said, this guy was all over the place. No safeties. 3 defensive touchdowns in this game. Defense/special teams. You had 1 from Caden Washington, Richard Grooms, and Lewis Sign. And we don't have anything on the special teams side of things, so let's go get a look at these crazy highlights. First, starting off with okay, they got this play right here, 28 yards. Oh, now that's how he got open. That's a great recovery. Dig route, working on Grooms. Boom, the guy slips. Grooms thinks it's over. He stops a little bit right here. He's cutting backwards. And look at the recovery to get back and get the football by Castillo. He almost houses that. That was a huge play to start the game. And then
Grooms could have very easily had a pick on that one, too.
Oh, yeah. He probably thought that was going to be over for that play. But he had one, all right. Finished the game. Here goes the run. Wow, what happened here? Oh. Man. And the ghost tripping this guy. He really fell. What made him fall? I'm trying to see here.
The shoulder. What? Come on, you got a little bit? No?
He probably tried to do a trip tackle, but I don't know what that was, a ankle.
Stepped on his hand.
And we had a touchdown here. Grayson Mitchell. Great. After a big play through the air, they went with the run game. Look at the execution. Great wash down right here by Sosinski. He was putting in work in this game.
Yeah, the backup tight end. Second player of the game, right?
Yeah, look at this block. Look at these blocks too. How that sets up. Boom. Washes Braylon King Moore out. Touchdown for Grayson Mitchell.
Sinski, somebody get that man a scholarship.
Sack here. We're not going to go through sacks because there's a lot of work. It was a decent amount, but let's go ahead and get a look at this interception. The first by Asire Reese. Digs across the middle. Flags. This is a decent route concept. His luck was probably trying to gun this in here, but honestly, other than that, there is nothing else open on this side of the field. Probably could have took a shot right here, try to anticipate it. Doesn't throw it. Great protection, finally throws, and that's just a bad decision right there by Cyrus. I mean, there's nothing there. Throwing into two Mountaineer defenders, and Jackson comes up with the pick.
That was a really bad decision there. He could have moved a little bit to his left. He could have ran. He had probably 10 to 12 yards he could have picked up had he run to the left.
Here's interception number 2 for Asire Reese. The first one to the game winner and player of the game, Richard Grooms. Look at this. On the line, little jam. Oh, he's working up against a running back here. So obviously he's going to do him in here. But this wasn't even supposed to be his man. Look how instinctive Richard Grooms is. He still keeps running just in case if he can try to help out on this play. Good play on the ball here by Banks. Knocks it through the air. And then Richard Grooms just being Grooms as he's been all season long. Boom, gets the interception. That was a big-time turnover.
And who knew that was going to be the least important interception he was going to make in the day?
Got him 3 points off of that interception. His offense able to get there. Grayson Mitchell, his biggest run of the day, 48 yards. You see how he broke this off? This is what really helped his average out. You see the blocks. Look how he sets this up. He goes out, cuts in. You see from his reaction of cutting in, it draws the linebackers inside where the blocks are to set up Canyon. And boop, right back out. Good run.
That Grant Canyon with a block there. Only blocking one guy, but basically taking two guys out of the play because of that move by Grayson Mitchell.
Yeah, and that's a nice setup. And I think if he had just actually opened up his stride and started using his arms, he probably could have been able to outrun CC, but that's a pretty fast dude. Not going to go through sacks again. We're getting to the third quarter. And this was a blocked punt for a touchdown right here that gave Georgia the 7-point lead. Braylon King Moore, the guy, did everything in his power to try to help his team win the game. Look at him working here against Bowman. Shifty little move, lunges out, boom, give me that. Blocks it, and in the scoop and score right here, Georgia takes the lead.
I mean, you rewind that back and you look at the play by Bowman there, and it's like, come on, thanks for playing. Like, you've got to at least get an arm on him. You've got to put a body on him. You've got to do something. Know that it's very rare that guys block punts, but Bowman right here just, oh, there you are. Okay, let me help you. He actually pushes Braylon King Moore, like gives him a little bit of a boost here. Look, he pushed. Oh, you want to get there quicker? Here, let me help you out.
Yeah, did kind of catapult him. And that went to the house for a touchdown, and nobody was catching it. But at that point, it was like, okay, they got the lead. Big little 28-yard completion here to Trey Drain. You can see him working inside. Oh, that was a nasty route. Look at Trey Drain here. Slow down. Boop. Oh, man, that is a mean route. And here he is wide open. Waits for him to clear over the middle linebacker, and he's out of there for a nice game. And that actually sets him up for a field goal. Got the sack there on Gaddy. And we go on here. Shea Carroll, But Jeff Hardy, he was Jeff Hardy. I'm going to call him Jeff Hardy on this play for real. But I still can't believe he came down. I still can't believe he came down with this. He just launched this one over the middle of the field. You got Braylon King Moore. You're setting up your guy. There's 3 defensive backs here on every angle. Doesn't matter to Shea Carroll. He's underneath here. Bags it. King Moore thinks he might have a shot at getting a pick, so he's not actually laying down to hit here. And Chavez Dunaway said, I got you. Boom. Hits him with that edge, and he still comes down with the money in the bank for the first down. What does that do? Ends in a drive, a touchdown, and this block by Miles at fullback was outstanding. Braylon King Moore. When you see number 5 coming at you like this, a lot of guys, they just, you know, they already know what's going to happen. You're going to get blown back, probably going to get tore up, but no. Miles brings the fight to him, sweeps him clean off his feet. No fear in this block. Boom. Takes him out of here. Look at the block on the edge, too. Who's this? Number 70. Tank.
Oh, yeah. Sosinski with a nice block, too.
There you go. Sosinski?
Look at 82 right there. Look at him getting your boy.
Look, through. Okay. Yeah, he was getting it done. Unsung hero of this game. And Mitchell, too fast. Touchdown. West Virginia. And at that point, what was the score? It was 20-17 in favor of West Virginia. And then we had the touchdown here to Deebo Samuel, which gave UGA the lead. Look at this understanding and reading the secondary. This was a good play by Cyrese. Fires this one. And he probably should have tried to throw him a little bit more away from the safety here. But either way, fits it in there. Beautiful catch by Samuel. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra points good. 24-20. And this is where we get into the fun stuff.
I don't know if I have it in me for this.
32-yard pass to Chavez Dunaway. I mean, not Chavez Dunaway. Who is this? Josh Dunaway, excuse me. You can see a hook and nod, sells it out, boom, plants up the field. And this is just zone defense, though. But he keeps him, this out, keeps him kind of widening out here. But he should have known, you see guys outside of you, you might want to cover the guy that's inside that's coming across your face because he has no help here. Tajay Gaddy quickly sees it, guns it in there, and look how he also guides Dunaway to go further inside to give him more space between the safeties. That was a great adjustment, too, by Dunaway, too. Boom, good hands, gets up the field, big first down. And then this is thought the game was over. Tajay Gaddy snapped the ball. 4-man rush pressure's coming. Setting his feet. Trying to set his feet, but he does it way too quickly. He's not even really set. Everything else is covered. See what he's trying to do. Trying to throw the check down to Grayson Mitchell. But he overthrows this one. And it goes right to Washington. And he takes it to the house for the touchdown.
Not a great job by Grayson Mitchell there either of like recognizing and realizing that the ball was going right into the hands of Caden Washington.
Yeah, you can see following the ball. Washington.
Look at that. He watches it and then whoop.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, not sure what happened right there, but big play by Washington. That was big time.
Both thought that was the game winner, right?
Until we got this play right here. 51 yards by Sosinski. This guy was playing out wide. They said, you know what, let's just give him a shot. Is it? Yeah, that's Sosinski. He's out wide as like a wide receiver. They literally don't even have their starting receivers in the game. This is another tight end out wide, and probably their 5th string wide receiver in the slot. So that meant everybody was gassed. Didn't even have Grayson Mitchell in the backfield, so every starter was out on this play. And still, how does Chad Ward allow this to happen? Where is he going? Where is he going? That must have been a great sell on the top of the route. Oh, I don't know how he fell for that, but the route running sent him the other way, makes the catch. And Ward, you got to catch him. You got to catch him. You're right there. You can't let this tight end get in for one play, catch a touchdown like this, 51 yards. And that still only made the game 31-26. And we still thought the game was over. Onside kick didn't work. Tajay Gaddy took a sack. Look at this. Supposed to throw this ball away for the 2-point conversion. And look at it. He had opportunity right here. Could have done that. Sacked. But then the play of the game.
Both love the idea, right? Instead of kicking the ball and risking the blocked punt, go for it here. But like you said, why not run it even if you turn it over? Got no timeouts, and there's 30 seconds. Oh, look at him. He just read it the whole time.
Wow. Why don't you go here?
It's a first down. I mean, that's a first down if he catches the ball in bounds.
Wow, and he throws it early. I mean, is this not a corner strike? It looks like it's supposed to be. Looks like it's supposed to be a corner strike. He throws it way early. I guess he thinks he's going to get inside. As soon as he gets inside here, Jackson, he's going to be free. But like you said, Groom's jumping all the way inside on this ball and says, the game's in my hands now. And he outruns the team. And if the lineman caught him, that would have been a highlight play of his career. But can't catch Grooms, and that's the game.
So I look at that, I go back to that play, and I think that's something that we didn't notice, and it's kind of important to understand how Asai Reese missed Castillo so much on this. Look at King Jackson coming over to try to pick up Jacarius Best, right? So we've got King Jackson right there, 54 in the middle. He's coming over right here to go over to Jacarius Best because he sees Jacarius Best. That's his man, and he's wide open. But as he comes over, it kind of rubs Rob Castillo out of his route. You see Rob Castillo kind of has to turn upfield versus, like you said, I think it was a post route.
Yeah, it looks like this was supposed to be a corner strike because if you look at the concept of this play, everything is going to the right side, right? You see the drag underneath. You see the drag underneath right here on the other side. You see the dig coming across the middle of the field, the basic by the tight end, and then you see another out-breaking route right there. So this is supposed to attack each side of the field. You got the inside on the basic. You got the corner strikes. Yeah, because I think that's a corner strike being ran over here as well. Goes inside, up the field. Oh, actually, no. That's a flag route. Okay. And look, he's not finished running his route either. I don't know what he was supposed to be running. But I think this was a corner strike.
And he just threw it.
Yeah, this is definitely a route that's supposed to be ran to the outside. I don't know why he threw that. Wow. West Virginia wins. Probably the most unbelievable, not probably, this is probably the most unbelievable win this season. Hands down.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you had asked me what is the percent chance that West Virginia blocks that punt, I would have said probably 5% chance. If you had asked me what percent does Georgia go for it, throw an interception, have it run back for a touchdown, and then lose the game, I would have told you 0%.
And I almost thought...
And I would have been wrong.
Yeah, I almost thought that Tyreek Bryant was going to catch this and get loose. That would have made the game even more crazy. But look at this touchdown-saving tackle by Henkel, because I think with that little edge, that much space, as fast as Tyreek Bryant is, I think he outruns A.J. Harris.
Yeah, and maybe a juke move here to the inside. Well,
I think he just straight up runs. If he just straight up runs like this as he was going, I think he beats him for the touchdown. Wow, that's the game. West Virginia upsets UGA 34-31. Unbelievable, man. That is the end of the regular season, man. What was you about to say?
I was going to say we'll see Georgia. We'll see some of these Georgia players at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said, I can't guarantee that they're all the way knocked out because you did bring up some good points. Of course, I'm not going to go through that here live because what's the point of waiting for the podcast and stuff? But I mean, there is, from what you were talking about, some opportunities. Possibly they get in this, but it's a must-win game now in the SEC Championship in order for them to even have a chance to be in the top 4 for the College Series playoffs. And they've got to hope that these top teams lose. And honestly, the chances of that really slim. Well, we'll talk about that at the podcast. But with that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator, along with Dunn. Enjoyed having you in the booth here with me. West Virginia beats Georgia in unbelievable fashion. And that's a wrap for the regular season. We'll see you guys on the podcast Wednesday. And then, of course, conference championship games starting up on Thursday. Stay tuned for those. We're out.